My name is Fernando Tedere, and I'm going to show you the importance of posture in the closed guard and how to have good base to avoid being submitted or swept. I'm well known for having good guard passes, and I'm going to be passing on these movements of guard passing to you.
Sem que você seja raspagem, né? Sou muito conhecido por ter boas passagens de guarda e agora eu quero estar passando esses movimentos de passagem de guarda para vocês.
So now let's focus on opening the closed guard of your opponent. Here we have to keep good posture. Whenever you're in the closed guard, posture is very important. And here we're going to open the closed guard. It's not just any old way that I'm going to get out. If I'm in the closed guard and I try just to get out any old way, I could get caught in a triangle. Also, if I don't have good base, he could sweep me. So it's important, when you're in the closed guard, you need to keep both of your knees open. And here I'm going to sit on my heels so that I have a good base. If my knees are close together, I'll be easy to dump over. With my knees wide like this, I'm much more stable. Here I'm sitting with my weight back on my heels. So from here, I'm going to grab both of his lapels with one hand, and I'm going to press his shoulder into the mat. From here, it's hard for him to reach my lapel. The other hand is going to grab his pants at the waist, and I'm going to push down, pushing his hips into the mat. Here he can try to pull me, but he won't be able to off-balance me. From here, we can start to stand up. I'm going to stand up with the same side leg as the arm that's in front. If I stand up with the other leg, again, I'll be easily swept. So my right hand is in front, so my right leg is going to step up first. Here I'm always pressing down on his hips with my left hand. Now when I stand up, my hand will come off his lapels as I step back and push down on his knee. Here his guard is opening up, and it's important that I keep both of my elbows closed when this guard opens. Here he can't close his guard again. If my elbows are open, he'll be able to lift his hips up and close his guard again. So once I've opened his guard, I want to keep my elbows closed so he can't close his guard. Now we have a good base, his guard is open. Now we can start working our hands to the inside. I'm going to bring both of my hands inside without taking my elbows off of my hips. So my elbows are more or less connected to my knees. I'm going to keep them there as I reach in. And it's important. I don't want to reach in with just one hand. If I reach in with just one hand, then I could fall into a triangle. So at this point, I'm going to reach both hands on the inside at the same time that I'm going to hold his hips and pull him towards me. Okay, so once again, I'm going to grab his lapel, push down on his shoulder, grab his pants and push his hips down to the mat. I lift my leg, same side as the hand that's in front, still pushing his hips down. Then I stand up, release the grip on his lapel, step back and push his knee down. As his guard opens, my elbows stay close to my knees. I reach both hands inside at the same time, cupping over his thighs. I pull him to me as I drop to my knees, gripping hand to hand. So let's work on opening your opponent's closed guard once again. So here I am in his closed guard, and I always want to have good posture with my knees wide, but this time we're going to try a different guard pass. From here I'm going to open both of his lapels, and from here I'm going to put both of my hands in his armpits as if I was punching the ground, my knuckles against the ground. This is going to prevent him from being able to reach my lapels. From here I'm going to move my weight back, and I'm going to stand up. It's a natural reaction for your opponent to lift his guard to create a space. In this space, you can enter your knee. From here I squat down, and my knee's in the middle. At this point, I take both hands off his lapel and grab his pants. Here I'm going to push my hips back, opening his guard. Notice one hand is on his hip, my left hand, and now my right hand is going to grab his shin. I'm going to guide his leg in between mine, and I'm going to stop right in front of him. Once again, I hold both of his lapels, punching my fist into the ground, right into his armpits. Here I push my weight back and stand up with both legs. I leave him space to lift his guard. Here I drive my hips forward with my knee right in front. I sit on my heels, and now my knees right in the middle. From here, with both hands on his pants, I push his hips down and drive my weight back. As his guard pops open, the hand on the same side of my knee stays there on his hips, which in this case is my left hand. The other hand goes all the way down to the shin. I move back a little bit and pass his leg in between my legs, and I stop here with my knee in the middle. Now let's talk about the importance of passing the guard and how to get to the side. In this case, we're passing the open guard and your opponent doesn't have any grips on you. When your opponent doesn't have any grips, the first thing you need to do is to control his legs. So if I'm here without grips, wherever I move, he's going to follow me. So it's important that I have contact with him. I'll get a grip on his pants right at the knees. Once I get my grips, I'm going to pass to the side. And as I do that, I'm going to push his knee into the mat. But before his knee touches the mat, I'm going to switch my grip. The hand that's closest to the mat, I'm going to slide it under his knee. Here I'm going to throw his legs to the other side. I'm going to throw his legs to the other side so his hips turn away from me, and then I put my knee behind his hips. So once again, I'm walking to the side, pushing his knee to the mat, pitching my grip, pushing his knees to the other side, and I drive my knee right behind his hips. Here he can't turn back into me. I'm keeping my weight down on his far leg, pushing his knee into the mat, so he can't turn back. Here I can get a crossface and secure the guard pass. Once again, I get my grips, walk to the side, push his knee to the mat, switch my grip, drive his knees to the other side. I drive my knee behind his hips, and be sure to keep pushing his far knee into the mat so he can't turn back. Secure the crossface. Drive your both knees to the mat, and get your 3 points. So here we are once again, trying to pass your opponent's guard when he doesn't have any grips on you. Now sometimes jiu-jitsu requires a reaction. In this case, we're going to try to pass his guard. He's going to resist. We're going to deal with that resistance and complete the guard pass. Here I am, getting my grip on my opponent's knee. I'm going to try to drive my shoulder as I pass his guard, but he's going to block my shoulder. So here, just like the previous technique, I get my grips on his knees, and I walk to the side, and as I'm trying to drop my shoulder on top of him, he has both hands on, completely blocking me from passing the guard. I'm keeping my weight heavy, but I just can't pass. So from here, what do we need to do? What we need to do is to switch our grips. Here I switch my grips and just walk to the other side. My left knee is now down. I open my hand, switch my grip here, and now I pull his knee towards me. My right knee is connected to his hip, and I pass his guard on the other side. So again, I hold here at his knees with both hands. I walk to the side, and I try to pass his guard here, but he's blocking me. So I switch the hand that's on the top, switch my grip to on top of his knee, and I push his knee down. I'm pushing his knee down as I walk to the other side. As I get to the other side, my left knee goes to the ground, and now I'm going to pull with my right hand. I'm pulling his legs towards me. I put my right knee on his hips. I get a crossface, and I pass the guard. And it's important to note that I'm always on my toes. I'm not putting my feet flat like this. I always have my toes on the ground. That's an important detail. Okay, let's continue with the guard passing. Again, here we're passing the open guard where your opponent doesn't have any grips. Whenever you're passing the guard, you want to go to the side. So here I'm going to grab on the inside of his knee, and I'm going to pass to the side. When I grab on the inside of his knee like this, it allows me to press his knee down to the ground. And you notice, when his knee goes down to the ground, his hips come up. Now he's on one side of his hips. This gives me a good opportunity to get down low and underhook. So once again, I step to the side, pressing his knee into the mat. I lower my knee and shoulder, reaching my hand through to get under his hips. the hand that's underhooking is going to go to the middle of his lapel. I don't want to go too deep, because if I go too deep, it'll give him space to open my elbow and take his leg out. So I have to enter and reach the middle of his lapel to give me space to close my elbow. I want to close my elbow tight right over his hips. Here he can't open my elbow. Now the hand at his leg, I hold his pants and I make a fist and I punch the ground. I can't go on top of his thigh because he'll be able to break my grip and put me in a triangle. Here I'm on top of his thigh, he's able to break my grip easily and put me right in a triangle. So it's important. I grab behind his knee with my fist on the ground. This is a really important detail. Here, my grip is almost unbreakable. My foot is basing out on the ground and my chest is pushing forward. Now I have a good base on top of him. From here I can push with both legs and put my weight down on his chest. Here he's feeling a lot of pressure. Now I can start walking to the side slowly. When I get here, I lift my chest and I pass the guard, pulling his leg towards me. My hand that's on his legs is pulling his legs towards me, and I hug his head. Here I'm pulling his legs towards me. I get a good cross face, and now I pass his guard. Once again, to pass his guard, when he has no grips, I'm going to hold on the inside of his knee. I'm going to walk to the side, pushing his knee down, and this causes his hips to raise. Now he's only on one side of his hips. From here I kneel down and I underhook his leg. At the same time I get the underhook, my knee goes under his hips. When my knee goes under his hips, my hand goes inside, holding at the middle of his lapel. Close my elbow tight, and I push my weight on top of him. The hand here is important. It's making a fist on the ground. Again, not on top of his knee, but right behind his knee, so my grip is harder to break. My leg is basing out here, and I stop for a moment right in front of him. Here is when you can really pressure into your opponent. He's feeling a lot of pressure now. Now I can slowly walk to the side. When I get here, this hand on the leg pulls his hips towards me. And I keep my elbow closed tight. Pull his hips towards me. I get a cross face. And now I've secured the guard pass. Okay, one last time, passing the opponent's guard when he doesn't have any grips. This time we're going to do a similar guard pass that we did before, but we're going to just change a couple details. So here we are, passing to the side. I underhook his leg, grab in the middle of his lapel, closing my elbow tight. But this time, I'm going to put my shin on the inside. Put my leg right behind his thigh. I drive my shin on top of his thigh. Stopping here, I'm holding his lapel with my toes on the ground, and I'm holding his leg. Driving my weight forward. Now, I'm going to move my hand from his leg to his head. I lift my leg. I'm reaching through, getting a nice cross face. Now I lift my leg on the other side. I fall to my hip. And from this position, I have a cross face. I'm letting go of his lapel, and I hold his leg from the bottom. So I get my left leg out, and now I pass the guard. So once again, I hold his leg here, then I'm going to push his knee down to the ground. I'm going to underhook and hold his lapel in the middle. Close my elbow tight, and once I get to this position, this is when I'm going to enter my leg. I put my shin on top of his thigh. I drive my knee to the mat. My knee's on the ground and my shin is on his leg. At the same time I drive my knee down, I'm going to lift up my other foot for base. Now I'm going to reach through and get a tight crossface. From this position, I'm going to fall to my hip, lifting my leg and falling past his guard. I let go of my hand on his lapel and bring it to his leg. I put weight on my right shoulder so he can't turn towards me. I take my hook out, which is my right leg, and I pass the guard, stabilizing the position and getting the guard pass. Now let's work on the spider guard pass. It's very difficult to pass the spider guard. It's hard to move to the side because he follows me. So we have to work on getting those feet off your biceps. So I'm going to hold here at his shins. I'm going to close both of my elbows. I'm going to step back and pull his back off of the ground. So here I'm pulling his back off the ground, and he's going to be strong here. So I'm going to take a step back, pulling his back off the ground, and when his back comes off the ground, I close my elbows and push his legs down. When I push his legs down, I don't want to put his legs down on the ground. If his legs hit the ground, he'll be able to arm drag me. So when I push his legs down, I don't want him to actually reach the ground. Before they reach the ground, I'm going to push them to the side, and I'm going to enter here with my leg under his legs. This keeps him from recovering guard. At the same time that I drive his legs to the side, I'm going to break the grip he has on my arm, and then hold his lapel in the middle. So here I break the grip, reach through, and grab in the middle of his lapel. When I grab his lapel, I'm going to close my elbow and remove my hand from his leg. So I release my grip and place my elbow on my thigh. Here he can't turn back into me. And from here I'm going to start dropping my left knee. I'm going to bring it down to the mat so I'm able to get a crossface and pass his guard. I close my elbow, I let go of the lapel, and I bring it to his hips to pass the guard. So once again, here I am with my grips. He has a spider guard. I step back and I close my elbows tight. I take his feet off of my biceps and throw his feet to the side. Here I enter with my leg in the middle. I stop here and I break the grip. So after I break the grip, I reach down and grab his lapel right in the middle. I release my grip on his pants, closing my elbow tight so he can't turn back into me. If my elbow is open, he'll be able to recover guard. So I keep my right elbow closed tight to stop him from recovering. Now I drop my left knee, so I'm able to secure the crossface. My right hand that's on his lapel goes down to his hips. I stay heavy and get my 3 points. Okay, here's another one of my favorite ways to pass the spider guard. In this case, we're going to use the reaction of our opponent now. So we're here in spider guard. You try to push his legs down, but he has a very strong grip. So I'm not able to push his legs down. From here, I'm going to switch my grip. I'm going to switch the grip from the front of his shins. Here I am gripping the front of the shins. I'm going to switch. I'm going to go under his legs, holding the gi material under his legs. So I open my hands up, rotate underneath, and grip his pants underneath. Here I straighten my posture. As I lift his legs up, his feet come off of my biceps. And when I lift up, I drive to the side. I drive his feet to the side with my shin behind his thighs. This is a similar position as we were in the previous technique. Here I'm going to break the grip just like before. He's holding my right sleeve, so I break that grip. Still pushing down with my left hand. Now I'm going to grip his lapel with my right hand. Let go of my grip with my left hand, and I close my elbow tight. Once again, here we were, pushing down with my left hand, breaking his grip on my right, and then immediately grabbing his lapel right in the middle. I squat down, closing my elbow off. Then I drop on one knee, get the crossface, release the grip on his lapel, and grab around the hips to secure the guard pass. Once again, here we are, I have my grips. I'm pushing down, but he's not budging, so I'm going to deal with that resistance. I'm going to rotate, grab underneath, lift up, and drive his knees to the side. This is like a leg drag position from here. I'm going to break the grip with my right hand, grip his lapel, let go with my left hand. It's always important to keep your elbows tight here. If I have my elbows open, my opponent will be able to recover his guard. By squatting down, driving my knee forward, and keeping my elbow tight, it stops his guard recovery. From there, I can kneel down, get the crossface, release the grip on the lapel, control his hips, and get my 3 points. Okay, now let's do one last spider guard pass. A lot of times my opponent, or in this case my friend here, Alan, he stretches one leg out and bends the other one. This is a common spider guard position. Whenever one leg is straight and the other one is bent, you should always go to the side that's extended. So in this case, Alan's left leg is extended, so I'm going to go in that direction. You always want to have grips in spider guard, so here I'm gripping his pants as well. Both legs. I'm going to walk to the side of the leg that's extended. And once I lower my weight down, I'm going to release that grip and circle to the inside. I was gripping on the outside, I circle to the inside. And the reason you do this is you prevent him from getting a spider guard again. I'm going to re-grip when I've circled through, and I'm keeping my elbow down. So see, here he's trying to get a spider guard back, but he's not going to be able to. Now the hand that's on the other leg, I'm going to switch my grip here. I was holding on the inside of his shin. I'm going to release that grip and go to the outside. I'm going to stand up, walk to the side, and drive my hips forward, so now both feet are off. No more spider guard here. Once again, I walk to the side, drive my hips forward, and now both legs are down here again in the leg drag position. I'm going to break my grip, the grip that he had on my right sleeve, and re-grip his lapel, just like we've been doing in the previous techniques. I'm going to drop my knee to the mat, get a crossface, release the grip on the lapel, secure his hips for the guard pass. Once again, here we are. One leg is extended, that's the direction we're going to go. I'm going to release the grip, circle to the inside, re-grip, let go of my grip with my other hand, grip on the outside, walk to the side, hips forward, driving both knees to the mat. I'm going to break the grip that was on my right sleeve, grip his lapel, drop to one knee, and secure the guard pass. Okay, now let's move on to De La Riva guard passes. So here I am, stuck in his De La Riva guard. He's controlling my lapel with one hand, my heel with the other, pushing me away with his free leg. Here I want to back up, but he's controlling my lapel, so I'm kind of stuck here. Now when I'm stuck in the De La Riva guard, the first thing I want to do is to deal with the hook, which in this case is Alon's left leg. This here is giving me some problems here, so first, I'm just going to release the grip here. When my toes are straight, I'm stuck. But when I turn my toes to the side, the hook just pops out. Again, he's controlling my heel. My knee is straight. My toes are straight. I'm going to turn my knee to the outside, pointing my toes away. And now that hook is released. You can see my toes are pointed away. Now I'm going to step back, putting his free leg in between my legs and bending down. I'm going to sit here on the side with the weight of my chest driving forward. And I'm going to stop here, gripping his arm here. Now with my right hand, I'm going to grip underneath his leg. Go underneath his leg, and I'm going to grab his wrist. At the same time I grab his wrist, I'm going to pull it up. This releases his grip on my ankle. At the same time, I'm going to put my left knee on the ground. When I drop my left knee on the ground, I'm going to go for the crossface. I'm reaching through underneath his head. I'm going to make a big back step with my right foot. I shift my hips, big back step, pull his wrist up. Now I'm going to let go of his arm with my right hand, place that on his hips. I pull my bottom leg out, and I turn to face him. Okay, once again, here we are in De La Riva. Going to hold at his knee, and take a step back, and place his free foot in between both of my legs. I'm going to lower my weight and drive forward. My right hand is going to release the grip. I'm going to reach underneath and grab his wrist. Now I let go with my left hand. My left knee is going to drive towards the mat. I'm going to reach for the crossface, pulling up on his wrist the whole time. Once the grip breaks, I make a big back step. Now I'm going to release the grip on his wrist, grip around his hips, turn to face him, and secure the guard pass. Okay, so another De La Riva guard pass. This time, there's a particular way that I'm going to break his De La Riva grips. The first thing I'm going to do is turn my foot to the side, taking his hook out. This hook is bothering me here, so I grip on his knee, turn my toes to the outside, and take that hook out. Then I step over and place his leg in between my legs. So another pass here. I'm going to reach through in between his legs, and I'm going to cup his thigh. I'm going to open my knee and then bring it on top of his shin. Not his thigh, but his shin. Even if he's still holding my ankle here, I'm going to continue here, driving my knee to the mat. If I stop here, I'm on my toes here, and my hand is on the ground for base. While this hand is on the ground, I'm going to reach over and get the crossface. I'm going to make a big back step, fall to the side, and pull my leg free, come on top, passing the guard. Once again, he has me in De La Riva. I take away the hook, step over, putting his free leg in between my both legs. I stop here and switch my grips, reaching through with my left hand, driving my knee to the outside, driving my shin across his knee. Now I'm going to reach over and get a crossface. I'll look away from him, keeping my weight down as I get a nice tight crossface and a big back step. When I complete the back step, my free leg pops through. My left hand grabs his hips. I turn back towards him to secure the guard pass. Okay, now let's work with a different position here. It's like a reverse de la spider. Here he has the hook with his right leg, and the left leg is a spider hook. The first thing is, you have to create a base. And I want to take off his grip here. So with my right hand, I'm going to circle behind and pop his foot off of my bicep. I'm going to re-grip. And now he can't come back for the spider hook. So I'm just following him here, making sure that he can't recover. At the same time, I don't let him switch his grip. My knee is here in the middle, and I'm going to back step as I reach for his head. Fall with my knee on the ground, and I get a crossface. I lift my leg high, taking it out from between his legs. Now I'm going to release the grip on his pants, grab around his leg, pull my bottom leg out, and secure the guard pass. So once again, here we are in the reverse de la spider. He's holding my leg here, and I need to circle my hand through and re-grip his leg. I've broken the grip now, and I'm going to just hold his pants here. I'm moving his hips a little bit to the side. It's important that his hips stay to the side. When I drive him to the side, I fall, get a crossface, and take my leg out. Then I release the grip, circle around his leg, and turn towards him to complete the pass. Now let's move on to the spider lasso guard. When your opponent is in the spider lasso guard, it's completely different than the spider guard. He's pressuring here and making it very difficult for me to pass his guard because it's very hard to get this hand out. My right hand is trapped. My left hand, this hand, every now and then it's easy to get out. But my right hand, it's very tough. So from here, what are we going to do? I'm going to walk to the side of the trapped hand. And now I'm going to kick. I'm going to kick his thigh and pull my arm free. It's a tough grip to break, so you need your legs to help. Then I step to the side and move his leg, controlling his shin, driving both knees to the mat. Now with my left hand, I'm going to let go and go for the crossface. I can't let go of my right hand because then he's going to try and recover guard. I'm going to hold his grip so he can't come back. Then I kneel down on the ground, passing his guard. So once again, I take a step to the side, whichever side is trapped, which in this case is my right side. Kick his thigh, release my grip, step to the side, posture up, passing his leg down to the mat. My right hand keeps pushing down so he can't recover. And my left hand is going to go for the crossface. I'm going to kneel down, put my left knee on the mat, reach over his hand, put my knees down, and get the guard pass. Okay, let's do one more guard pass from the spider lasso guard. Whenever you're stuck in the spider lasso guard, you need to think about freeing your trapped hand, which in this case is my right hand. What I want to do is circle my hand to free it. I'm face to face with my partner, so I need to get to the side. So to get to the side, I'm going to re-grip and push his leg down. To push his leg down, I need to open my elbow. So I'm opening my elbow, pushing his knee down, and stepping to the side. Now my right hand is going to circle through, palm up, and cup the top of his thigh. Now I can fall to the side, and here I can stay here for a moment. My hand is now free because I've circled to the outside. Now my right leg, I'm going to come and put that right back where it was on the inside. I can stay in this position and he won't be able to move. Now I'm going to release my left hand grip and get a crossface. And here we are with a nice tight guard pass. And as you can see, my opponent is unable to move. Once again, need to circle this hand through and cup his thigh. But we need to get to the side. So I'm going to stand up, push his knee down, the shin, circle my hand through, and fall to my side. If you don't circle, you'll still be trapped at this point. But since I did circle my hand through, I'm safe here. I'm going to step back with my right foot, pressuring against his hips, driving my weight forward. My left hand, I'm going to let go, and we secure a crossface, driving the weight of my head on his chest.
Okay.
Okay, now let's work on a guard pass from the De La Spider. So in this position, he has one De La Hiva hook and one spider hook. When he's doing this, it's hard to get out of his grips. He has one grip on my sleeve and the other grip on my ankle. I can't get his De La Hiva hook off if my toes are straight. So I'm going to turn my toes to the outside. When I turn my toes to the outside, my knee also goes to the outside, and the hook pops off. So I turn my toes out, my knee turns with it, and I keep my knee in that direction. So now he's unable to recover his De La Hiva guard. At the same time, after I have released his De La Hiva hook, he's not able to recover. Now let's deal with the other side. I'm going to take a step to the side and put my hips forward to release his spider guard hook on my biceps. Now with my free hand, I'm going to grab his shin and lower his leg below my knee line. One hand is on his shin, and I lower myself onto my knee, pushing his shin down and away. Now my left hand and my left knee are both going to be lowered down to the ground as I secure a crossface. I keep my chest heavy so he can't come back. And I lower my head. I'm also holding his wrist underneath his legs. I pull his wrist, and I take my foot out, so now I've released his grip on my ankle, and I'm able to pass the guard. Here he's still controlling my ankle, so I reach underneath his legs, lift his wrist up, and pass the guard. Okay, one more time. Here we are in the De La Spider position. He's controlling my sleeve and my ankle. First, I'm going to deal with his De La Hiva hook. So I turn my toes to the outside, pushing his knee down, popping the hook off. Here he has a nice tight De La Hiva hook. My toes are straight, so I need to turn my toes to the outside, which also turns my knee to the outside, popping that hook off. Keep it there, and I step to the side. When I step to the side, I turn my hips and drive my hips forward to pop his spider guard hook off. From here, my right hand is going to reach around and grab his shin. Now I'm going to push down and away, driving his knee towards the mat. And it's important that his legs go below my knee line. So notice he's still controlling my right ankle with his left hand. We'll deal with that in a moment. But here, I'm going to drop my left knee and secure the crossface. My left knee is going to drop to the mat. I get the crossface. And now I'm going to keep my chest pressure down, my head, the weight of my head into his chest, and we're going to deal with this grip here on my right ankle. So I'm going to release the grip on his shin, but my chest is still blocking him from recovering. I'm going to reach down and grab his wrist. I'm pulling his wrist towards me. And I'm going to break the grip as I make a big back step. I can release the grip and secure the guard pass.